Our gold medal award goes to a film made at the University of Westminster in the United Kingdom. Directed by David Winstone, the film For Elsie tells the story of a down-on-his-luck piano teacher, a Russian gangster, and his daughter in a day that may go down in piano lesson history.
Okay, how about I teach her the C major scale for, let's say, 500.
How about I break your hands?
Pardon?
How about I break your hands if you don't teach my daughter For Elsie today?
To be a filmmaker for a very long time, and it takes quite a lot of self-belief, but also blind faith to want to be a director, and until you've kind of got some kind of evidence that maybe you can do it. So I guess after making the film, there's kind of just this general feeling of confidence that I can now move forward, and I saw that actually, yes, I can do this.
I've always liked David. I was like the little chubby girl with the glasses who sat and watched TV all day instead of going outside and like losing weight. But also it's in my family. My grandfather was a film producer.
In that one moment when I was watching the film, I was like, you can convey so much with image and sound and all of the makeup of just cinema, and I thought that was really cool. And I wanted to study that and get really good at that.
The best thing that happened here for me was making For Elsie, and that has kind of informed everything that I've done since, in a way. I got an agent, I got a really good scholarship to go to the National Film and TV School and study directing there, and which is what I'm still doing. I'm just coming towards the end of that now. The thing with film is there's just so many variables that everything has to be working together. If you hold like a flower or a butterfly in your hand, and if you hold it too tight, you'll crush it, and if you hold it too loosely, it'll fly away. And for me, that kind of balance in filmmaking, the balance between control and but also letting things breathe and making sure there's enough life in the film, that kind of balance is something that I'm still trying to figure out, and it's something that's really important. I felt like it was a really nice balance between the tutors kind of putting their arms around you and giving you support, but also not holding back, you know, and criticising your work in a helpful way.
So it's definitely quite like a family, and it is the most important thing when you're here is the contacts you make. And we were told that on like the first day, you know, it is important that you work hard and that you show your potential from the beginning.
This is the sound mixing booth. This is where we do all our mixing on campus. The goal for me is to be adept with all of this, these decks, all of the software, everything. I want to be really good at it, because at the end of the day, I feel like what you should strive to do is to be able to do all of this on your own. I've realized that every place that I go, I have to get lost in some way. You're already pushing yourself out of your boundaries by leaving your home country. But within that country, if you don't continue to push yourself out there, then you're going to just become stagnant. You want to dance, you want to sing, you want to act, you want to draw, you want to pursue martial arts. Whatever it is that you'd like to do, you have to find those facets of the community. And I feel like that's one way of getting lost within the culture, because once you're doing that and you're immersed in the community, you forget that you're even in a different place, because it starts to become a home. And that's what I did in Korea, that's what I tried to do in Japan, and it's what I do now.
Be friendly, because it's so nice to have Americans over here who actually make conversation and friendly, lovely people, because us Brits can be a bit standoffish. If it's like any Christmas time, don't say happy holidays, because that's an American thing, and around here it's just not said. If it's a lady I'm speaking to, bring lots of jeans, because if you're on this film course, you'll be on the floor picking up cabling and stuff, and I learned that the hard way.
I think that's actually a big thing in film, and that's what I like. I like working with people who take the work seriously but not themselves too seriously. Yeah. And I try and do the same thing, you know. So and I think there's a kind of a culture in Britain of making fun of each other and sarcasm and joking around. So I think if you enjoy that and can get used to that, then
you have to incorporate yourself into your work. Anything that you do has to have a part of you into it. There has to be a level of honesty about yourself within your work, and I feel like it's about our lives, really.